I'm Jakob, I work with Belmon Solar, and I'm here with Ben Zook, the founder of Belmon Solar. And we're going to talk about the components of his house, his net zero house that are behind us. Ben, can you tell me something about this net zero house?
So the first part is a solar component. It's a 33 kilowatt array, and it produces more than enough of power for this house on an annual basis.
All right, Ben, let's take a look at your house.
Sure, some interesting points.
Oh yeah, net zero, for example. All right, so now we're in the front of the house where you can see the panels right here. But the interesting part is Ben also decided to put it on the other side of the house, which is the north side of the house. Ben, can you explain a little bit about that?
Well, I didn't have the surface area. I wanted just on the south side, but the north side is perfectly fine. It can be utilized. It's a low pitch and it produces a lot of power.
Where does all this power go to?
Heating, cooling, even transportation. There's no fuel being used here of any type, not even the vehicle. And it's clean air quality. It has all the luxuries of a modern house pretty much, and it's all done by solar power.
So Ben, all that extra power, can you give me an idea where that all goes to?
Yeah, essentially it goes to the neighbors or the neighborhood, but it turns my meter backwards and I get credited for that power and get reimbursed at the end of the year for what's not used on site.
Let's take a look at the mounting of the panels.
Yeah, that is really important because often wire management is done in a lousy way, even the industry standard today. I decided it needs to be something better, and this is one of the best, if not the best, for wire management and strength. There's a little bit more aluminum used than needed, but it has a good wiring channel and it's among the most solid in the industry.
Let's take a look at the heart of the system. So Ben, I understand this is your machine room. A lot of gray boxes. What am I looking at here? Can you explain a little bit what we got?
This is called an inverter.
Okay.
It takes the solar power and puts it where it can be used or where it's needed. This is a battery. This holds or stores power from the inverters or from solar.
Okay.
It's 40 kilowatt hours of storage, and it can be used to run the home, or when the power's out, to run the home as if nothing happened.
Yeah. Okay, so this is basically the electrical part of the solar system, and now this stuff here. What am I looking at here?
The first one, this is a unit that provides heating and cooling for the house. It's just a ground source geothermal heat pump.
Great, yeah.
And this collects some of the heat for the hot water.
Okay.
It's really just a tank, nothing more.
Okay.
When it needs more heat, this is a heat pump water heater. It works like a fridge, except in reverse. It takes heat from the garage and heats up the water the rest of the way if it's needed for the tap water or showers. Actually, Jacob, there's 3 heat pumps. First one we saw, the geothermal heat pump for the heating and cooling. The second one is for the hot water. There's a third one.
So let's talk about a little bit about this third heat pump of yours.
So it's a washer and dryer all in one unit. There's no vent needed to the outside, and it's just operating off of a simple 120 volt outlet.
I also understand that this house has some passive solar elements to it. Can you elaborate on it? Can we show something?
Yeah, it's pretty simple. There's no moving parts.
So Ben, we're here in the, looks like a sunroom. So what does this sunroom do?
Yeah, it's facing south for a reason.
Yep.
It has a dark colored tile floor for a reason. It has all these windows for a reason. And it even has a 2-foot overhang for a reason. And the reason for that is right now there's no sunlight heat coming in to heat up the house because the sun is further up in the summertime.
Above our heads, yeah, okay.
In the winter time, it comes streaming in here and heats up this dark colored tile floor, and it helps maintain an even temperature in here year round. There's also additional masonry inside to help absorb some of that heat and regulate it throughout the nighttime and the daytime. And then there's also an additional component. This heat can rise and circle all the way back around to these registers underneath, and so it can circulate the entire way around.
All right, Ben, so I understand the passive solar part of this, but what happens, for example, if it's January, it is very, very cold. How do you then heat the house? Because I'm assuming the sun can't do it all.
I'll show you the inside part of the geothermal heat pump system.
Okay, let's go. More gray boxes, Ben.
More gray boxes.
Explain.
This is just the air handler. It just takes the heating or cooling from the earth and puts it into the air.
Okay.
There's also an ERV unit that helps keep ventilated air in here as needed or if needed. It helps keep the air clean.
And this will get you through the toughest winters?
Oh, easily.
Easily, okay. Okay, and also all the insulation you put in, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. All right, Ben, well, we've talked about these gray boxes, but when I was walking in, I saw a gray box behind me with 1,000 switches. What is that?
There's only 8, but this is cool. This is natural light from outside without the hassle of a skylight. Let's go see it.
Oh man, I need to see that. Let's go take a look at that. Okay, we're in the kitchen, Ben, and where is the solar light? Tell me about this solar light.
So the normal lights are on right now. If I turn them off, it's still daylight in here.
Okay. So this is powered by the sun.
Directly, and I love seeing it come out in the morning and disappear gradually at night. And it's just so wonderful, never having to hit a switch. It's almost life-changing.
All right, Ben, well, we've talked about solar, your natural light, etc. But one thing has been in the back of my mind, has been kind of teasing me a little bit. I still don't know how the transportation is powered by the sun. I'd like to see how that works and your take on this.
Electric, let's go see how that gets done. That is cool.
Okay, Ben, so this is your home charger. Tell me about it. How does that work with your energy supply?
Yeah, it's essentially transportation of sunlight. It just gets plugged in and you go.
So it's basically, and does it matter what time of the day you do this, or just plug it in and that's it?
Around here, just plug it in and never think about it.
Okay. Yeah, I like that last part. Don't think about it, just plug it in. I get that, yeah. And no bill. Lovely. Well, this brings us to the end of the tour. You've seen a lot about solar. You've hopefully learned a lot about solar. Please go ahead and visit our website, belmonsolar.com, or our YouTube channels to answer any of your questions. If you got inspired, give us a buzz, and we will happy to give you answers that you do not have yet. Ben, thank you very much for this tour. It's really an amazing house and an amazing system.
You're welcome, Jakob.